Namaste everyone. Today we are going to derive formula for the surface area of a cone. So first of all, let me tell you how cone came into existence. See, I have a quarter of a circle in my hand. You can take semicircle, you can take 3/4 of a circle also to frame a cone. So I have a quarter of a circle in my hand, and you can see if I will revolve it along with its circumference, then this will take the shape of a cone. You may have seen so many objects like this, ice cream cones are there. Okay, so these all are the examples of the shape of the cone. Now we have to find out surface area of this cone. You can see this cone is having two surfaces. One is curved surface and one is the circle at the bottom. First of all, before going to the surface area, let us explore the figure. So, you know the cone is like this. The shape of cone is like this. It is having a bottom, circle and a vertex at the top. So, what are its major parts first of all? In this circle, you know the bottom of the cone is a circle, its radius will be r and it is having a slant height also, and this slant height we use to represent with the help of L. Then the distance between this center of the base and top vertex, it is termed as height. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? This will be termed as height. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? इसको height. It is termed as height of a cone. Now, before going to the surface area of any type, let me relate these three things. If you will observe it properly, it will take the shape of a right angle triangle. Now, what is the relation between radius, slant height and height? You can see slant height is hypotenuse, radius is base and height is perpendicular. So the relation between all these three will be L square by Pythagoras theorem. L square equals to R square plus H square. So this is the relation between radius, slant height and height of the cone. Now let us find out the area of its curved surface. I told you that this is the quarter of a circle. I revolved it to frame a cone, and the circumference part of this quarter will become the base, which is a circle. Okay, and the radius of this quarter will become the slant height. Okay, now I am taking this quarter again and I am going to cut it into small pieces, and the pieces will become like these pieces. I am going to paste them in such a way that in one piece, or you can say the vertex is downwards, and in another piece the vertex is upwards. Same third, the vertex is downwards, and in fourth the vertex is upwards. So all pieces of this quarter I pasted like this. So here I cut little larger pieces. If I will cut them in very small pieces, this will take the shape of a rectangle. This will take the shape of a rectangle, and in this rectangle the circumference of base, which you know the circumference of base is 2 pi r, base is a circle and the circumference of circle is 2 pi r. It is divided into two parts. So half of the circumference is in this side and half of the circumference is in this side. So you know the circumference is 2 pi r and its half will be pi r. And the slant height, the radius of larger circle which I revolved, it becomes, you know that it becomes the slant height. So the slant height will be L. So it becomes the breadth of this rectangle. Now what will be the area of this rectangle? So area will be length multiplied by breadth, which is equals to pi r multiplied by L, or you can say pi r L. So this is the formula for the curved surface because it is open from the bottom yet. So this is the formula for the curved surface of the cone. So what we got from here? We got curved surface area. Second formula for the cone, that is curved surface area, which is equals to pi r L. Now if we have to find out the total surface area, what we need to do? We need to close this cone. You can see still it is open from the bottom. So if we want to find out its total surface area, we need to close it from the bottom. So to close it from the bottom, we need a circle, and you know the area of circle is pi r square. So it will be curved surface area plus area of circle, that is pi r square. So if I will take pi r common from these two terms, the total surface area will become equals to pi, and r is common, and inside we have here L plus here r raised to power 2 we have. So 1 we are taking the common and 1 is left inside, and this is the formula for total surface area of cone, which is pi r whole multiplied by L plus r. So these three are the important formulas for the surface area of a cone. Now let us solve few questions related to this. And my first question is, the diameter of the base of cone is 10.5 centimeter and its slant height is 10 centimeters. So two things are given in this question. This is your question number 1, and two things are given in it. The first one is diameter of the base of the cone. Diameter of base means diameter of circle. So diameter is given equals to 10.5 centimeter. So from diameter you can find out radius. You know the relation between diameter and radius. Radius is the half of diameter. So radius r will be equals to 10.5 upon 2, which is equal to 2 5s are 10, point as it is, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, which is equal to 5.25 centimeter. And the slant height, remember here slant height and height are the different things. So slant height, that is L, equals to 10 centimeter. So CSA we have to find out, find the curved surface area. So CSA will be equals to pi r L. You know the value of pi is 22 upon 7, radius is given 5.25, and then slant height L is given 10. So this will be equals to 22 upon 7 into, remove decimal, it will become 525 upon, for decimal 1 2 digits are there, so 2 zeros, multiply by 10. So 1 0 is cancelled, 10 times 100, 7 1 is 7, 7 7 is 49, 7 5 is 35, 5 15 5 is 75, 5 2 is 10, and 2 11 is 22, and 11 multiplied by 15 will be equals to 165 centimeter square. One more question like this we have. Find the total surface area of cone if its slant height is 21 meter and diameter of base is 24 meter. So this is your question number 2 of exercise 13.3. What is given? Slant height. I am writing their symbols only now. Is given 21 meter and diameter D is given 24 meter. So radius R will be equals to diameter upon 2, as I discussed in the previous question. So 24 upon 2, which is equal to 12. So it is 12 meter. Now what is total surface area? Total surface area, it is pi r multiplied by L plus R, which is equal to 22 upon 7, radius 12 meter multiplied by 12 plus 21, and simplify it. This will be 22 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 21 plus 12 is equal to 33 upon 7, and after multiplying you will be getting 8712, 8712 upon 7 meter square. The next question I am going to discuss is, a conical tent is 10 meter high and the radius of its base is 24 meter. What is given now? In question number 3, height is given equals to, it is not slant height, height is given, height h is given equals to 10 meter and radius of its base, so radius is given equals to 24 meter. Now what will be slant height? You know the relation L square equals to R square plus H square, because we need slant height for the surface area. Then slant height will be equals to L square, R is 24 square plus 10 square. This is equal to L square, 24 square 576 and 10 square 100. So L square equals to 676. 676 is the square of 26. So slant height L will be equals to 26 meter. Now cost of canvas required to make tent if the cost of 1 meter square is rupees 70. So how much canvas is required now? Because it is a tent, so it will be open from the bottom. So we have to find out carved surface area. What we need to find out? CSA, which is equals to, you know it is pi RL, that is 22 upon 7 into radius is given 24 meter, so into 24 multiply by 26, and this will be equals to 13728, 13728 upon 7 meter square. Now cost of 1 meter square, cost of 1 meter square is given equals to rupees 70. So cost of total area, cost of 13728 upon 7 meter square will be equals to 13728 upon 7 multiplied by 70. So 7 tens are 70. The answer will be equals to 1,37,280 rupees.